Hey yo, what is up? Quazi here, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, delivering some Austin Post, and something crazy happened last night. I want to share with you that today. So last night I went out to the city in Manhattan, and doggies. So I haven't told this to my parents yet either, but they'll be in for a shock. So I went to the city last night, to Manhattan, and I always go to the city at nighttime to just hang out, party. And last night I went to the meatpacking district. Many of you may know where that is or not. And parking is very difficult in the city, so when you do find a parking spot, you just become like a shark and grab it. So last night what happened was I found a parking spot and it seemed like it was valid parking, so I parked my car there. And the sign said you could park until 11, and at 11 you have to stop, so the Muni meters, they don't work up till 11 or something like that, I don't know. What I didn't see was there was a no standing at all sign until from 11 to 6 a.m. So no standing anytime. And I didn't see that, so I went out, parked my car. All of a sudden, as I was in the venue that I wanted to go to, I realized that I wanted to drink water. I just got thirsty and I had water in my car. So something just occurred to me to go back to my car, but I just ignored that instinct and I didn't act on it. So I was just like, oh, you know what, it's fine. I don't need to go to my car. It's just me being paranoid. But the universe was clearly pointing to me to go to my car, and I totally ignored it. So what happened was, when I came back at 11:20, I see that every single car on that block had been cleared, and there is a tow truck right behind the spot where my car was parked. So my car obviously had gotten towed. After finding that out, my heart sank a little bit, but surprisingly it didn't affect me too much, which was weird because back in the day this would probably kill me. So back in the day this probably would have killed me. But this time it didn't affect me as much as I thought it would. I immediately run up to the guy in the tow truck that's sitting behind, and I ask him where I can go collect my car. And he tells me the address, and it turns out to be 2 miles and like a 30-minute walk away. So I immediately just start walking there. So I just walk in there, and honestly I just don't even feel that bad. It really doesn't affect me. But then I get in, get my car, pay the $185 fine, and then on my windshield I see that there is a $115 ticket. So I ask one of the attendants if I have to pay that as well. And it turns out that I do, so I'm out $300. That did really hurt my finances and my feelings. So I had to learn to make my peace with it. But I'm still alive, and I think it's all part of the plan anyways. It was meant to happen. But anyway, today I want to talk to you about increasing your consciousness in your life. And what do I mean by that? And why do we need to increase consciousness anyways? So our reality we control by however much we're conscious about. It's like being in a dream. Whenever you realize that you're awake, then you can control the dream, and that dream becomes a lucid dream. So in a similar way, we can control more of our lives if we become more conscious of our actions and the things that we're doing unconsciously. So the key idea here is to bring in consciousness to the unconscious activities that we're performing in our day-to-day lives. And that is the greatest way in which you can increase your consciousness and also take more control of your reality. And you'll see that once you become more conscious about the things you were previously unconscious about, your reality and the things that you want to manifest just manifests effortlessly. Okay, So we want to be bringing in more consciousness to the unconscious things that we're already doing. And that's one way in which you can raise your consciousness and start to control your own reality. And there are basically 3 ways in which I would recommend doing this, because there are 3 main things that we do unconsciously that require a lot of consciousness in order to actually understand what we're doing and just to go about our days and get a better grasp of our reality. These 3 things are: first, your breathing, and second, the food you consume, and the third, the environment around you and interacting with the world around you. So basically what we want to do is not control, but be consciously aware of our breathing. And how do you do that? So one way in which you can consciously be aware of your breathing is to see and feel every single breath that you take. So as you meditate or as you go about your day, just bring in awareness back to your breath. As you breathe in, feel your body expanding, your chest expanding, and as you breathe out, feel it contracting. Just feel every single breath go in and just almost kind of feel the oxygen being absorbed into your bloodstream. But we just want to be increasing that as much as we can. And second, what we want to be doing is, as you eat the food that you do eat, imagine yourself becoming one with the food, because the food that you're consuming is becoming a part of you now. And that's why it's so important to start eating healthy, and this will also encourage you to even start eating healthier, because once you start to personalize food, you start to love it more and you start to appreciate it more. So whatever you put into your body is becoming a part of you. The greasy, terrible junk food that you're putting in your body is becoming a part of you. So be careful what you want to be a part of you. And that's a way in which you can increase consciousness with the food that you eat. And lastly, what we want to be doing is increasing our consciousness of our environment. So every day what I like to do is come out into just go for a walk even. So I like every day after I wake up, I like to go for a walk, and for 20 minutes I'll just breathe. So just breathe and see your atmosphere and just look around you. The people there, the trees there. So I want you to imagine that you have a direct connection to the trees. So breathe in whatever the tree's breathing out, and once you breathe out, imagine that the trees are breathing it in. And that's how you establish a connection with nature. And every single thing in life, just imagine yourself having a connection to all living beings, everything. So, and that's just basically becoming one with everything. So you're becoming one with the food, one with your environment, and observing your breathing. And if you start to practice this for the next 30 days, you'll see that your life will start to change magically. After I've started to practice these 3 things, which I learned from Sadhguru, who many of you may know or may not know, but he's a renowned spiritualist in India and a yogi. And he has a lot of these good teachings about practices that we can simple things that we can implement every single day just to increase our consciousness a little bit more and start to control our reality even more. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Till next time.